Hello, everyone. Virgo, the conversation happened, not might happen, not thinking about happening. Already occurred, already took place, words already spoken, truth already delivered, declaration already made. They sat down or called or texted or however this communication occurred and told third party, not vaguely, not hinted, clearly, explicitly, unambiguously. I'm in love with them, not I have feelings, not I'm interested, not I think I might in love. The actual words, the full declaration, the undeniable statement. And third party, whoever third party is now knows, has the information, has been informed, can't unknow, can't pretend they didn't hear, can't maintain ignorance about where this person stands regarding you. That conversation, that declaration to third party is bold move, is them making something private public, is them creating accountability, is them closing doors by opening one specific, is them deciding that whatever third party thinks or says or does, they're saying it anyway because holding it became impossible. Here's what third party reveals about who knows and why it matters. Third party isn't you, obviously. You're not party to this conversation. You didn't hear it directly. You're finding out through this message, or you'll find out soon through the grapevine or through their direct communication after they've already told someone else first. And them telling third party before you, or in addition to telling you, creates specific dynamics, creates witnesses, creates accountability, creates stakes. Could be third party as mutual friend, someone who knows both of you, someone who's been watching situation develop, someone who maybe suspected but now has confirmation. Telling mutual friend is strategic, is creating ally maybe, is creating witness definitely, is making declaration that will get back to you through channels, is testing waters through proxy, is creating conditions where relationship becomes more likely because mutual circle knows and mutual friend now has information, has decision to make, tell you, keep secret, encourage them, warn them. Their response will shape what happens next. Could be third party is their friend, their confidant, their therapist, their sibling, someone in their life who they trust with vulnerable information. Telling their person is processing, is making real through speaking, is getting support or advice or validation or challenge, is verbalizing what's been internal to see how it sounds out loud. And their person's response, supportive or skeptical, encouraging or cautionary, will influence their next moves, will either strengthen resolve or introduce doubt. Could be third party is person they're currently with, partner, relationship that exists that's now being disrupted by their declaration about you. Person who needs to know because honesty requires disclosure, even when disclosure is painful. Telling current partner is ending, is preparing for transition, is being honest even when honesty destroys what currently exists, is choosing integrity over convenience, is choosing you or possibility of you over maintaining situation that's wrong because feelings are elsewhere. That conversation is brutal? Is them saying, I'm in love with someone else? Is them creating devastation? Is them choosing difficult, honest path over easy, dishonest path? And current partner now knows, now has to respond, now has to decide what they do with information. That relationship is over, even if officially it hasn't ended yet. Could be third party is your person, your friend, your family. Someone in your life they're telling because they want you to know, but they're nervous to tell you directly. Telling your people is preparing ground, is creating conditions, is getting read on how you might respond through people who know you, is building support or testing reception before direct approach. And your person now has information, has to decide whether to tell you, how to tell you, whether to encourage this or protect you from it. Why clearly informed matters, why clarity is significant. Clearly means no ambiguity. No, I think they might have feelings. No, they seemed to suggest. No interpretation required. Clear statement. Explicit declaration. Unmistakable meaning. I'm in love with them. Those exact words or equivalent that leaves no doubt about what they're saying. Clarity creates accountability. Can't walk it back easily. Can't claim misunderstanding. Can't say that's not what I meant when meaning was explicit. Clarity creates stakes, creates point of no return, creates moment where everything changes because truth is out. And clarity reveals courage because clear declaration is vulnerable, is risky, is exposing. Vague hints are safer. Ambiguous statements leave escape route. Clarity closes escape route. They chose clarity, chose risk, chose vulnerability, chose definitive statement over protective ambiguity. That choice tells you something. Tells you intensity is real, tells you this isn't casual, tells you they're serious enough to be clear despite danger of rejection or complication. What in love with you means versus lesser declarations. Not attracted to you, not interested in you, not have feelings for you, in love, which is deeper, more complete, more all encompassing. In love means you OCCUPY their mind constantly, means they've moved past attraction into attachment, past interest into investment, past feelings into love that's reoriented their life. In love means they're thinking about future, about possibility, about what life with you could look like, not just moment, not just chemistry, trajectory. In love means they're willing to change things, to end things, to risk things, because being without you feels worse than risking everything to be with you. In love means you're not option, you're priority, you're person. You're one they choose when choosing means sacrifice. And saying in love, using those specific words to third party is significant, is revealing depth, is admitting what they might not have admitted even to themselves until recently. This reflection invites you to consider, how does knowing they've told someone else change how you feel about them? Does it create more trust because they're being honest with people in their life? Does it create pressure because now it's not just between you two? Does it create excitement because declaration is becoming real? Does it create fear because stakes are rising? Your response to their declaration, even declaration made to someone else, is data about your feelings, about what you want, about whether you're ready for what they're offering. This reflection invites you to consider, if they told you directly, I'm in love with you, what would be your immediate response? Joy, reciprocation, fear, skepticism, relief, overwhelm, I need time, I feel the same, I'm not ready. Knowing your likely response prepares you, helps you be honest instead of just reactive when conversation happens. Because conversation is happening soon. What happens after they tell third party the trajectories? Information travels. Third party tells someone, who tells someone else, who tells you directly, or tells someone who tells you. Grapevine activates. Information circulates faster than they can control. You find out before they tell you directly, and finding out through others creates specific dynamic, creates why didn't you tell me first, creates hurt maybe, or just awkwardness. But finding out indirectly doesn't negate sincerity, just means they were processing through others before coming to you, means they needed to speak it before making formal declaration, means they were building courage. Or they tell you directly soon after telling third party, come to you, prepared, having already processed with someone else so they can be clear with you. Having already committed by telling someone so backing out is harder. I need to tell you something. I told person this already, but I need you to hear it from me. I'm in love with you. Direct, honest, vulnerable, giving you information, giving you choice, giving you power to respond however you respond. Or they wait, paralyzed now that declaration is out, terrified of your rejection, hoping information reaches you through others so they don't have to risk direct conversation, hoping you'll come to them so they don't have to be brave again. That waiting is cowardice. Is having courage to tell third party but not enough courage to tell you? Is putting responsibility on you to initiate conversation they started? If they wait too long, if you have to be one to approach, that's data about their capacity, about their courage, about whether they can actually handle relationship that requires vulnerability. What you should do, knowing this declaration happened, if you're interested, if you want them, if you've been wanting them, if this declaration is answered a question you've been asking, don't make them suffer indefinitely. Don't play games. Don't withhold to test their commitment. Let them know, directly if possible, I heard, I feel the same. Let's talk. Or if you want direct conversation first, I need to hear this from you, not from someone else. Can we talk? Either response honors their vulnerability while maintaining your dignity, doesn't collapse into desperation, doesn't play manipulative games, just honest communication. If you're not interested, if their declaration doesn't change anything, if you don't feel same, if you're unavailable or uninterested, be clear quickly. Don't let them hope when hope is misplaced. I need you to know I don't feel the same way. I appreciate your honesty, but I'm not available for what you're offering. Gentle but clear, respectful but definitive, honest even when honesty hurts. Better brief pain of rejection than extended pain of false hope. If you're uncertain, if you need time, if you need more information, if you're processing, communicate that without leading them on. I need time to process this. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes. Can you give me space to figure out what I feel? Fair, honest, reasonable, gives you time without creating false expectation, gives them clarity that you're taking them seriously, even if answer isn't immediate. And regardless of your interest, appreciate their courage, appreciate their honesty, appreciate their vulnerability, even if you can't reciprocate their feeling. Thank you for being honest. I know that was brave. Appreciation doesn't obligate reciprocation, just acknowledges truth. Being in love is vulnerable. Declaring it is courageous. Those deserve recognition, even when feelings aren't mutual. What this declaration means for what comes next. If third party was current partner relationship is ending or has ended, they're available or becoming available. Timeline depends on their integrity and their circumstances, but direction is clear. If third party was friend, expect conversation soon. Expect them to approach. Expect declaration to you directly now that processing is complete. If third party was your person, expect them to tell you. Expect to hear, so person told me something about you. Expect information to reach you soon. Either way, conversation is coming. Direct conversation, where they tell you themselves, where you have to respond, where things shift from theoretical to actual. That conversation will require honesty, will require you knowing what you feel, will require decision about whether you're available for what they're offering. And after conversation, if you're both interested, relationship shifts from ambiguous to clear, from potential to actual, from wondering to knowing. That shift creates joy, maybe, creates relief, definitely, creates new challenges, also, creates relationship that requires navigation, not just attraction. Or after conversation, if you're not, both interested, relationship ends or transforms. Friendship becomes complicated or impossible. Distance becomes necessary. Grief becomes present. Either outcome together or apart is significant, is life changing, is worth taking seriously. The power is yours. It always has been. They have clearly informed third party that they're in love with you. And when you learn this, whether through grapevine or a direct conversation, your job is deciding how you actually feel, communicating honestly, whether interested or not, appreciating their courage regardless, preparing for direct conversation that's coming, and recognizing that their declaration to someone else is serious move that changes everything whether you reciprocate or not. Take what resonates, softly release the rest, trust yourself. And listen, someone being in love with you doesn't obligate you to love them back, doesn't require you to give relationship a try, doesn't create debt you have to repay. Their love is theirs. Their declaration is their choice. Your response is your choice. If you feel same, explore it. If you don't, be clear. If you're uncertain, take time, but don't let their courage pressure you into feeling you don't feel or choosing you don't want to choose. Their love is gift they're offering. You're allowed to accept or decline. Both are valid. Choose honestly. Choose based on what you feel, not what you should feel, not what's easier, not what causes less pain. What you actually feel, what you actually want. Then communicate that. Take care.